Weird. Can I can take it. It was good to have you have been through. You know I got your back. You know you got my two. Better than your ex. I'm giving you the truth. I'm taking you all the way with me to the top, to the top. And doing things that money gon' come and ain't never gon' stop us. We be ballin'. I mean we all in. We be all in. Yeah.
That's my jam I play when I'm getting ready to get on them charts. You know what I'm saying? That's the jammy jam that I play when them charts on. Leon, what up though? Miss Kimbers. Mike. If Leon don't say top of the morning, you know he ain't having a good morning.
Nah, because my seatbelt was going off. So I was like, damn, at the wrong time.
Oh, it's not.
Top of
It's
the
not.
morning,
Hey, before you click it before a ticket, you heard the voice. Okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Prayer changes. I heard that prayer
I'm
changes.
here today. I'm here today.
What's up, fams? I'm talking about
Yes, indeed.
on the gang. Y'all are something else this morning. All right, I ain't messing with y'all, but I'm messing with y'all. Cause I gotta mess with y'all. You feel me? Um, we got 10 minutes before this money just start. And I already marked this up. Right now, I just went to the 15-minute time frame. I know we use the sessions indicator when we're trading our New York news events. So I got my two zones marked. Boom. I'm good to look at what I need to see. Now, already out the gate, prior to the news event, I'm looking for this to go up. That's what I'm already looking for. When I go back to the higher time frame, I'm just looking for those places to give me that confirmation that yo, this is about to pull up like a pamper. We already did a major drop. Cool, perfect. I already had this zone drawn out for it to buy from here. So price came to this zone that I had already marked for it to buy from. So that means everything that I'm wanting to see happen is happening. It said look for buy from here. This been here for since last Friday. From this last Friday. So now we done seen a massive drop. There hasn't been no pullback. So on this 4 hour time frame, and let's look at our UWAP with the UWAP, we got the TDI creating a W pattern. Not only that, price is down here in a major demand zone on a higher time frame. So on UJ in 9 minutes, I'm already looking for it to shoot up. If you're gonna try and get into the trade, use a small lot size. Put a super duper tight stop loss. That way, if it's not going in your direction, you save yourself. But if it instantly go in that direction, you in good hands like Allstate. Same thing for gold. I had drew that up too. Just in case y'all was looking at getting into that, I'm ready for this to pull down. Now, of course, based on the daily, I have to wait till the cross happen. The cross hasn't happened. But when I drop to this 15-minute time frame and we do everything we would, throw the sessions on, we just marking those highest and lowest points. Between that red and yellow. So no news event has printed yet. So of course, I think it's like 4 or 5 folders. So boom, we got our two zones that we want to trade within. Maybe price is going to shoot back to this zone first before it drip. But we can see that right here, where price is at, hey, now, this will be a double top if it hits here and stop. Cool. What is the higher time frame telling you, Keith? Just use the hour since we're about to trade right now. Cool. Well, this has been pulling up. Small little imbalance here. Price just smacked this imbalance here. So if I want to give myself a rule to get into this trade, I need to tell myself it needs to break something or something has to happen in order for me to get into this trade. Because I know I'm looking for price to fall down to this level all in all and then go back up. I think I looked at SPX. I'm not sure. Yes, I did. Same thing. I'm looking for this to continue to drop. Imbalance. And this is a 4-pattern imbalance, yo. So a 4-pattern imbalance. We got 3 candles in a row to the upside. And of course, this red one is the opposite. Let's say this candle wick was a little higher than this candle right here where I'm at. I would use the wick on this red candle versus the wick on this bottom green candle. I'm trying to see if there's one on here, but I don't see one. Here we go. So this red candle right here. Here we go. Perfect example. So we got 4 candles in a row to the upside, and then we are our opposite candle. You see how this wick is higher than this wick here, where the imbalance is at. So in this situation, we would put the imbalance at the top of the red wick versus the green wick. In the case we're in now, the left candle in real time well, here we start here. This is where the imbalance is at. The candle before it is not green. So we only do the 3-bar imbalance, which is right here in our face on this 1 hour time frame. Boom. We want price coming right into here and drip from it. SPX. So now going back to where we was at, we can go ahead and news event it up. Use the sessions, highest and lowest point. Same concept, same thing. Boom. It's this wick right here. And then this bottom area is this green candle. Oh, wrong color. That's tough. Take the sessions off. What I want to see happen is happening. Straight from it came down to our demand zone. Cool, perfect. It's inside of our imbalance on an hour time frame. We're seeing a reaction. So let's just draw this fibrillation for the fibrillators. Right where I wanted to go. Now is the patient game, just literally waiting for price to make his move. If I'm looking on here on this 15-minute time frame as well, hey, now Double up with the double up right here. A little imbalance. I'm just gonna put this one gray. Same area, right? So this candle here, you look at the left neighbor, which is this candle, and then you look at your right neighbor, which is this candle. That left candle, there's no wick covering the body of your house. So this candle is your house. Your left neighbor, they don't have a wick covering the body of your house. Your right neighbor doesn't have a wick covering the right side of the body of your house. So the area of where that gap between your house and your neighbor's house, left and right, which is here, to here. This little section is where the imbalance is at. We want a price to come to this imbalance on an hour time frame, and it moved. It already hit the yellow. So I'm gonna go back to the hour time frame, look for a drop, price came up to it. So we got a few seconds. Let's pull the calendar up. Oh, it's about to be a banger. 20 something seconds. So I'm not trading no Canadian pair. And because it's United States dollar news and Canadian dollar news, I'm not trading UCAD. But we got 10 seconds. Oh, snap. It's about to, you know what? Let me see the news event. Let me see the candle boom. Well, let's see what direction we're going to go. Could play a sec. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She gone.
She gone. And then all you gotta do is just make sure you take your profits. Get out of the market. Wait, let me look at you, Jay. UJ is Bay. You feel me?
Damn, man, I hate UJ.
Why? UJ is loved. Let me
Man, that was the first pair I traded when I first started with gold, and they both was doing me dirty. So I got rid of both of them. But I came back to gold, and then I came back to UJ, and they still did me dirty. I took them back off the watch list, man.
dang. Let's see what happened. Actual greater than forecast good for currency. Actual is not. It's bad for USD. Second folder. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Actual is greater. So one folder saying good for currency, one saying bad. Last folder. Actual less than is less than. Wait a minute. They almost confused me there. Powser. Actual less than forecast is not less than, but because it's a negative number, that's why I instantly say, oh, it's a red number. So I was like, oh, it's less than. So two folders saying is good, one folder saying is bad. Let me see the chat real quick. Boom. Okay. Let's go back to the chart. Go pilt to the bottom where we wanted it to, the demand zone, and pilt. So UJ going the opposite way. It's probably dropping now. It pulled up and dripped. It didn't quite go all the way there. Went inside the imbalance, came down here, right back into this zone where I want to see my buy from. So I'm going to the lower time frame. Wait a minute, how many pips did it shoot up? I knew I could have got a little nice 40 out that. That's crazy. So literally in 10 seconds, it pulled up about 40, 50 pips. Then right after that, it pulled down about 100 pips. Sheesh. Dang. So I'm being patient. Hold on, wait. As you see, it's just froze right now in one spot. I know I'm looking for it to go up from this zone. Cool. if I want another entry, because y'all know I only do 10 pips. So that's it instantly just went straight to take profit. But if I want to get in again to this trade, I have to give myself a different, or not a different rule, but just another rule. Okay, are you still looking for the buy, Keith? Yep, sure am. So if I want to get into this buy safe, I give myself the rule. Let it break above this zone and then take it to the top. I'm already expecting it to go from here to the top anyway. If it never come back to the top of this zone, I don't enter the trade. It's only been 3 minutes. And just because we want the market to shoot one direction for us, we want it to just go there instantly. It's not always going to do that. There's going to be fake outs on some news events. There's going to be this that happens. There's going to be news events that look weird and say, oh, well, it's two photos saying buy, one saying sell, or vice versa. Or they look confusing to where you don't even know what it even means. Always look at the market structure too and trust in your analysis. If you know that you're looking at the higher time frame, your stop loss has to be higher. If you're on a lower time frame, your stop loss is going to be lower. It depends on which chart you're basing your trade off of. Let's go SPX real quick. Let's see what this one did. Shot both ways. Pilt down, pilt up. Indecision. Overall, we already knew we're looking for this to drop. Guess what this is right here? Probably more than likely an equal high that it took out liquidity and now it's ready to make its move. So rather than just making it, ooh, I know I could use the one Leon had mentioned. I just couldn't think of it. So I just pulled this one up. Had equal highs, took the equal highs out. Equal lows, took the equal lows out. Price is here after this indecision candle. So let's go to this 1 minute. Let me see what's moving on here. One minute chart.
Y'all be careful because since the market ain't open yet, it's still non-farm payroll, so it might do some barcode and whiplash back and forth before really going in a direction.
Yep. So right here, 1 minute time frame on the game, we can see right here, nice little imbalance where it looks like it's going to react to. Now, just because it's a news event, just because you want money to flow in your direction and you want everything, oh snap, it's NFP, it's the last day of the week, I got to make some money. Don't force yourself into a trade. If it don't look right, don't take that trade. Remember from the beginning when we first opened up, we're looking on this time frame. On this 15-minute time frame, we know that this top zone is where we're looking for our sell from. We know this bottom zone is where we're looking for our buy from. Price pulled here. We're like, oh, it's about to drop from here. It peeled. This is why you don't want to just sit here and hold, excuse me, not just hold trades, but not have a take profit or a stop loss in place. If there was no take profit in place, whoever would have took this trade to the downside, it pulled all the way back. I'll say, oh, I'm about to take this trade all the way down, but y'all know I only want 10 pips. That's every cent. That's every time. I go for the 10 pips. If you go for 10, it's easier to get 10 than it is 50. It's easier to get 10 than it is 20. It's easier to get 5 than it is 10. And you can twin trade, take 2 trades at one time, get 5 pips, and it'd be 10. Find a style that works best for your anxiety level. Like our emotions are, we have money in our accounts. So the trade that we take, it has to have substance. You want to make sure when you're making a cake, you got every ingredient that you need for it. So when we're taking trades, we want to make sure we got every ingredient that we need for it. We need the stop loss, even though we don't want to. Like y'all know, I always say all the time, I don't use stop losses. On a news event, I'm gonna put a tight stop loss so I make sure that market is going in my direction, and then I'm taking a trade with my 10 pip stop, my 10 pip take profit. Yeah, there's times I want to be greedy, but I have to understand what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Market is here to manipulate people. It's manipulating people's emotions every moment. Now it's like, okay, well, when do I get into the trade? I'm ready to trade. I want to get into a trade. Like, okay, market is about to present itself. It's gonna reveal itself real nice. We already know 9:30 is when the market really open. So we got a nice little reaction from the news event. Cool. Let me see if there's any more for today. No, not today, unless it's yellow folders. But I'm still waiting on my movie. We got our top zone. We already know that we're looking for the sell from here. So this right here collected so much money from people. This one candle on both sides of the spectrum. Imagine just having that 10 pip take profit in there. It pulled down, took you out instantly. In 10 seconds, you hit take profit. And then you seen it pull the opposite way. Like, woo, that's what's up. That's how you want your trades to be. You don't want to be where your mind is playing tricks on you, right? Is it gonna pull back down? I mean, I knew it was gonna sell, but you know, I'm saying I risked a little bit higher and so forth. So my account bleeding right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have those emotions, even though that's a part of the game. It may happen sometime. But if you condition yourself to be ready for the trade, if you condition yourself, take profit, stop loss, knowing exactly what you want to happen, where it's going to go, yo, put your take profit, stop loss in there. Got to. What if you get busy? There's been plenty of times I've been on calls and man, completely forgot I was even in a trade. Sometimes it worked in my favor, but 9 times out of 10, that mug is going to be taking that account. Sometimes that happens. So learning from the mistakes, think about the conditioning that you did when you were playing sports in school, or if you did conditioning for music or art or whatever the case is, any practice that you did repeatedly, you were doing it over and over, not to do it wrong, but to do it so you don't do it wrong. You wanted to get it right. The same thing here. How did Kobe become one of the greatest in the world? Conditioning, outworking people, practice, shifting the mindset, and then attacking, applying, and then applying, and then applying. Every time. We gotta apply exactly what we want. Yo, you know what? I wanted to trade such and such this direction today, and it went in my direction, and then it pulled the opposite way. Or man, I took this trade today. It went 9 pips in profit, and I was like, I'm not gonna close out. I was too scared to let it go that extra pip. Like, you want to get that confidence. Like, you know what? I know it's gonna come here, and once this happened, boom, I'm plugging in my trade. For example, if I'm taking this trade right now, right? I'm like, all right, I'm about to sell from here. I know that I'm scalping. I know I'm on this 5 minute time frame. I'm putting my stop loss right above this demand zone. This is 7 pip stop loss. I'm okay if I do $1 and lose $7. I'm okay if I scoot this up just a tad bit more and go with, wait, price went up a little bit. Okay, so it's a 6 pip stop. Well, okay, so if I do it from here, it's 6 pip stop loss. I'm like, okay, well, what is going to be my reason for entry then? Well, let me look at the TDI. Maybe when we cross the red line, okay, cool. If I go to the lower time frame and just see what it's doing so I can get an idea. It's not even ready on the 1 minute time frame. This right here created another supply on this 1 minute. This looks beautiful, actually. And literally, if this is nice. Let me see the chat. Go to Zoom. I'm gonna pull it up. So pull right back into a demand. right here. Now, when I look at it too, this is an imbalance that price came into. Price pulled up, pulled down to the imbalance, and it's taken off. Let me see what he's talking about. Go real quick. So I'm ready for this. I'm still looking for this to drippy drip, 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 drip. So pull down. This is what I want to see. Boom, boom, pull back to here and take off. That's what I want to see. Let me look at Goldie Bolt. Definitely took off. Took off nicely. So here, this demand, this applies on that we drew in a 15-minute time frame.
Remember, this is still we're still in the 15.
I would love for it to go back there.
This is 150.
I would love price to come right back here. This is what I want to happen. I can enter when it cross this red line. That's my entry line. If I'm understanding that price took a takeoff from here, it left this imbalance right here where my supply is at. That's like, okay, well, price can come back and pull back to here because this is also a break of structure. These zones, let me go to the 15 again. Before 8:30, price was up in here. Pulled back, took off. But we notice it pulled down to here. Why did it pull down to here? This little consolidation range area, if I pull this up just a tad bit more, it's all demand right here. So why did it pull down to here? Okay, cool. Now we identified, hey, it was demand down here. It pulled down, fake people out, it had a whole objective of just taking people out the market. That's how I look at this. You got a whole indecision candles going both ways. It's just boom, shoot down. People start committing to the sale, take them out the sale, take their profits. Look at the TDI just for confirmation. We're outside the top piece of bread. So I know that the sale that I'm looking for is coming soon. I know that this was the entry for the buy right here. It crossed the red line. Cool. News event made it shoot down and then shot up. So this entry is about to have its exit point when this green line crossed the red line to the downside. That will also be at the point where this red line is more likely at the top of the blue line as well. And it's going to cross both, which will be the entry for the sale. So I'm like, wait, I'm on a 5-minute time frame looking for it to cross here. Won't
Look at TDI and the mobile setting right now.
Did you change it to 21 on a period?
The mobile setting,
Mm-hmm.
it's the old setting that you gave for the mobile.
Yeah. Update it to 21.
Okay.
Savage, 21.
You know what I mean? Look right here. 1 minute time.
The period,
Yeah, yep.
like the first one.
The first RSI and the second one. So if you want TradingView, do the first one and the second one. If you're on a mobile phone, just do the
No, it's different. Like with there's the mobile setting when you have the 2 period. When you're creating
Oh, wait.
TDI.
Okay, so that 2 period, that's a moving average. Click on the RSI.
Oh, the RSI, okay.
And then that period right there changed up to 21.
Okay, I got you.
Yep. Just looking at how this is moving, just drawing, aka keeping up with the Joneses. I'm marking what I see. So more rules for myself that I'm looking at. Okay, I see we're at a support inside the TDI. I know that I want this to start dropping. I need to give myself some type of rule. So if I'm looking for a sell entry, I'm like, okay, well, maybe once we break the bottom of this zone right here, I'll be okay with entering. You know what? Wait, maybe if I go up to the 30-minute time frame and I see this, or you know what? Let me just take everything off. Like whatever it is that your personal rule is. Now y'all know I'm looking for the trend. I'm looking at supply demand, marking the imbalances inside of those, scaling down to the lower time frame, and then I'm entering the trade when everything that I want to see happen happens. That's every reason for entry. I'm looking at the hour time frame or the 4 hour time frame first. There's more. Let me take this line off. There's multiple different ways to look at these charts. There's multiple different ways to mark the charts up. Definitely. You can go to the daily time frame, like something as easy as this right here. And this is all about being patient. This is the current daily candle. This is the previous one. If we would have marked the highest point and the lowest point of that prior candle and said whichever way it breaks, that's the direction I'm gonna go. So if it breaks the top, we know we look for buys. If it breaks the bottom, we just look for sells. And I used to trade that way back in the day, and I only would look for that and then utilize a TDI with it. So now if I got these prior zones, I go to a lower time frame and I can use these purple lines as places in the market that price can pull back to or respect or break through. And we see here where this top line is at. This is the high yesterday. It took it out, took liquidity out, and now it's going to potentially start dropping, which is what I want to see. Let me see. I forgot what pair he said. Let me check
Can I
my.
raise my hand? There's no raise my hand button no more.
They took it off?
Yeah, but anyway, I got a question. I was trying to raise my hand first. But what happened to the MACD? You don't use that no more?
Oh yeah. When is you know what I'm saying when I'm on my trend side of life. But you know, with me, I'm not even using well, I'm not about to pay for TradingView. You know what I'm saying? They only give you 2 indicators. I'm not about to pay for because I don't really use it too much. Um I do have the MACD on the sway charts though.
So you leaving money on it? You could, first of all, spend that little $14, right? You sign people up, get that money, affiliate money, right? And when you put as many indicators that it gives you for the 15, once you don't pay for the next month, you keep those indicators on your chart. So
Big
you would
fact.
not, so you keep those.
I
You said
remember
still, I ain't never,
I
I'm
remember
still
that.
not paying for that thing.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember doing that back in the day on the game. But you know, I'm trying to make a transition here with life now. I'm trying to transition straight to the charts of the sway. You feel me? The sway way of life. But no, I see what you're saying. That definitely makes sense. You know me, just on some hate now stuff. But let's what pair? I looked at UJ. UJ was the 10 pipper quicker upper real quick. That was probably one of the quickest 10 pips in America. All right. So again, UJ is still in my zone where I want to see the buy from. Let me go to this daily time frame, take this TDI off real quick. This is where I wanted price to come to. So this the daily time frame. I seen this imbalance right here. Last Friday we was up here, was looking for these sales, and we see the sales happen. Now that price has pulled into this zone, this is what made me want to buy. I know I'm on the daily time frame, so this is going to be a longer move. This imbalance here, oh man, the pullback going to be nice. Nice little imbalance right here. So where am I expecting price to pull back to? This area. So going to the lower time frame, seeing that we're in the zone that I want to buy from, this is over 100 pip move. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna take the, yeah, I'm saying this is the trade I want. So what would be my reason for entry? Well, I'm on an hour time frame. I just need this to break above my zone here. Leave out of this imbalance. This would be the entry. We was talking about looking at support resistance the easy way, right? Taking it off the candlesticks and putting on a line chart so you can see where those real major key levels are in the market. So those places where you see it peak up like this too, and on the left side of it or the right side of it is peaking down, you look at that as a major key level. So let me go to the higher time frame since it'll be easier to identify a few of them. These both are pointing in the same direction. Here we go here. So this line, let me make it a color that can be seen. No, buddy. Here we go. All right, so let me take this bottom line off. This yellow line here, we can see some of these little movements coming down to it, coming up to it, coming up to it, coming
I
up to it.
just did a quick scalp on gold.
Say that again.
I just did a quick scalp. Like I went for the sell and I made some profit and got out.
Nice. That's scalping's a game changer sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? So right here, these places where the peaks of this line chart is coming up to, coming down to, lets you know this is a major key level. Also, it is a resistance and a support level. You see how it's resisting it here? This is a clean resistance level. So I can use the line chart to identify these mean support levels right here where the peaks are at. So when I put it back on the candles, it's clean. I can clearly see it. Okay, cool. This is the point I need to see. Coming down here, up, it's starting to pull back just like I need to see. Go to a lower time frame because it came to my imbalance on the daily. And now I'm seeing a reaction to that same imbalance that I want to see a reaction from. I scaled down to the lower time frames because that's inside of an imbalance that I drew after a demand zone. And now what I need to see happen is it pull outside of this imbalance. That's going to be my reason for entry. So 147.10, I don't care about missing a few pips. I know my trade is based off the daily time frame. Let me check the chat. All right, family. Hey, now. So this is what we want to see, that pull up. And, oh, he said gold. He caught the scalpelation on Goldie Bodie. Let me see what happened. I just seen it push too just now. Hey, now. You see gold pulling back down. So those moves.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
While you on gold right here, because I see your red little zone right there. So I take that as a pullback, as a retest. So it just broke that. Can you go to a lower time frame to see if that's a nice retest or it's gonna keep going lower for me?
So this fits. This was the highest and lowest point between the red and yellow. You know how we mark up the news event joints with the sessions.
So
So this
this may be a nice little. Oh, that's nice right there. If this candle could reject off of here at that your red zone, I may take it back to the top of that candle.
to the top of this one.
Yeah.
Mm.
May, because that demand, your yellow line demand is looking gorgeous. And then it just broke the TDI what's that? The sentiment line, the yellow line. What is that?
Market baseline.
Market baseline. And then it just broke that. So I'm hoping, because you know it ain't guaranteed, I'm hoping that it'll push up in turn making that TDI go to the top piece of that bread, which in
Mm,
turn is the top of those back to the top of those candles.
I see what you're saying. It's an imbalance right here too.
And it could bounce off the market baseline right there.
Yep. Because this is an imbalance right in this area. Hold on now. Nice little movelation. 50% retracement.
And I'm talking like I'm about to trade it. It's not even on my watch list, B.
Hey.
That's crazy, but I'm gonna just watch it. I'm not even gonna get in it. I'm
Yeah, now
serious.
gold is it's getting my respect back a little bit. But you know, price is up here real high, and I know what I'm about to see next week. So I'm on this 4 hour time frame, y'all. It's Friday, right? So price is at the 83 on gold. So this also give me some nice confirmation. This right here, this market baseline, y'all, on this 4 hour time frame is also at a 76 level, right? Now, I'm calling this right now. That sell valid. I'm waiting on that sale. Let me tell you why. So market baseline on the TDI on the 4 hour or the daily time frame, when that market baseline is above the 68, you want to start looking for the sales because it's a reversal about to happen in the market. So we have the market baseline. When we look straight to the right, let's say 76 point, it don't even matter. It's above 68. That lets us know that a sell, a big sell, a reversal is about to happen in the market. Now, based off the 4 hour time frame and based off what's happening now, it's already started pulling down. On this 4 hour time frame, we know that an entry would be once it crossed the red line to the downside. We can look at the green line right now and look straight to the right. It's at the 83 level. Now, we know between the 90 and 80 level, that's a major supply zone where we look for sales from. So now we got price inside of a major sell zone on a 4 hour time frame. We got the market baseline at above the 68. So all I have to do is wait for this red line to get crossed to the downside on this 4 hour time frame for entry. I can go to the 1 hour time frame and look for an entry, which is, oh, you know what? Okay, I like what I see here. The story telling me this. We're right here at the top piece of bread. Price is right here at the top piece of bread. Cool. Here's that top piece of bread, the red zone, right? Okay, cool. Now just follow how it aligns together so it can make sense to you. Price came up to the top piece of bread, made a resistance. We know that price right here made a resistance. We know this zone right here is our resistance that we drew. Cool, perfect. Now, this last piece of this TDI is also pointing up to the top piece of bread. Now, this was significant. Wait, was signifying. Woo, that's why I don't use big words. That's why I be just talking normal. Yeah, I'm saying.
That thing made you stop wanting to talk for a
Hey,
second. You were, hold up.
oh my God. Y'all just heard it firsthand. It's all gravy. Mistakes happen. That was a mistake. So it is representing, there we go, the top piece of bread. So what I'm going to do for myself is I know that it takes 4 15-minute candles to create one 1 hour candle. It just hit 9 o'clock. So I'm going to jump down to the 15 to see what's going on inside so I can dissect the problem. We got a nice mean move to the downside. We crossed our market baseline. We're right here at the market sentiment, which is the red line, our entry line. On this 15-minute time frame, it looks as if that sell is already in motion. I also see the move, how it actually happened because of the TDI. It looks weird up top, but this was the move. Pull down, pull up, pull back down. So this is what I want to see. So now I'm getting closer to giving myself a rule if I was to take this gold trade. you know what? I do like it. If it breaks below this red zone, I'll take the entry for the sale. So the only thing I would have to do is wait for that to happen. If it never happens, I never get into the trade. Stop loss will be right above the zone. When we're looking at the higher time frames, dang, this is crazy. This is about to be a mean drop. And I expect it to go right in here somewhere. So this will be, this is going to be my main area. Main balance. Right. So the beginning of this buy move was down here. This looks like it's the candle, which this is the one that we're on right now. This looks like the candle that's going to be pulling back and is giving us that wick of the beginning of that downward move. Now, inside of the Discord, we was talking about this on Wednesday, and we pulled it up about looking at the news event pattern. When I go to here, let me pull it up. This right here. Y'all able to see the screenshot? Do you want to sell into greed? All right, cool. I'm assuming so. So this pattern, and I don't even have my headset on, that's why I feel like my audio is off. Looks like it's been created on this daily time frame. Let's go back. This little move here to the pull up at the new paradigm. Boom. Looks like we're at the new paradigm. Go back. I'm like, okay. So I can wait for this to drop and catch it on the pullback for the full move. Because we know what's going to happen. And that full move to the downside is where I want to see it here. So for us, if we see and notice that this is pulling down from here, it's going to create an imbalance in this direction and then continue to take off back to the downside. It's not just going to shoot all the way down. Oh, it did? Nice. I'm going to pull it up in a second tree. Hey, now, let me see what. Oh, yeah, this is a lovely move right here. I ain't going to beat you. This is where I want to see that push from. And it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. It's breaking below my red zone. So that gives me my confirmation, my confidence, my godfidence, my hey now to be like, you know what? It's doing what I need. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. Let me go to the hour real quick. Okay, so this was the 1 hour imbalance. Now, it already broke through and did this little weird candle here. Cool, perfect. Here's what I want to happen. Peel from here. Maybe hit this zone, pull back. Now, it may not happen all today, But again, I'm ready for this downward movement to happen. The 4 hour time frame is already showing us that the reversal is happening in the market. So if this is going to be reversing to the downside, ladies and gentlemen, UJ is ready for that push to the upside, like we was talking about in the beginning of this call. So now from here, I'm locked in. I'm like, you know what? I don't care what happens. I'm taking this to the top
with no stop.
with no
Gotta add that in there.
piggity pop. It's like, nah. This is where, man, this is it's just it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So I know this is okay. This is my chance to be a swing trader. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hold this hold this trade for 10 pips. Y'all know how I do it. I'm a 10 pip and dipper. Get this pull back up. I don't know why it froze on me. So UJ right here. I'm waiting on this to pull up. If I want to give myself a rule and play it safe, hey, wait till you break above this green zone. Now that's in 19 pips. This was that overall zone that I wanted price to pull up from. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame on here and let's see if the market baseline here is showing reversal. So price is not all the way down at the 32. So this market baseline is not at the 32 on this 4 hour. Let's check the daily real quick. Price is up here at the 57. So we cool. It's not at the 68 to where we're looking for it to be giving us a reversal to the downside. We got price here on the 4 hour time frame inside of a major demand zone on the 4 hour time frame. So it can take increments of 4 hours for this trade to play out. I'm looking for UJ to pull up like a pamper. I want gold to drop. I believe I was on SPX for it to drop. I'm looking at Nas 100 real quick.
So I'm looking for gold to buy back up once it go to the imbalance.
Yep, on that higher time frame. Yep. And this right here is, oh man. This is a smaller time frame too. It's about the same thing. I'm looking here. This is where I want to see sell from. This is a supply zone. Go to the daily real quick just to see what type of action we got here. All right, it ain't at the 68. But when we look at price, it's right here at the market baseline. We're below the market baseline, pulling up to the market baseline, which means we're approaching a resistance level. Here's the resistance level. On this daily time frame, it hasn't crossed to the downside of the red line yet for entry for the sale. So on a daily, it's getting geared up. On the 4 hour time frame, let's just pull it up. We see how closer it is. So it's gearing up. We can already see that the move is already starting to happen. So I'm like, okay, that sell that I want on Nas, when will I enter that trade? Let's take this off real quick. This is a demand zone right here. So let me make this green. Got another demand right below it. Well, you know what? This whole area. Demand. Now, on a 4 hour time frame, not only do we have our demand here, we have a demand here. I'm going to take this out because also in this area, we have our imbalance. And this one's going to be small. Now, remember I was telling you guys about the 4 candle imbalance. We got 4 here, and this candle here is higher than your left neighbor. This is your house. Your right neighbor, the wick does not cover your body or your house. Your left neighbor, the wick doesn't cover this area of the body of your house. But this candle here is higher than this one when you have 4 candles. You use the top of their neighbor's house. So you have your crib, your neighbor, their neighbor. You take their neighbor's wick from there, and that would be the imbalance. So here, versus drawing it all the way down to here, we would say, oh, this is the imbalance. You're right, we would. But because the neighbor to the left of them cover more bases of your crib than they do, this is the imbalance. Right above it, we have another imbalance. So these are places that we're expecting price to pull back to. So now on this 4-hour time frame, knowing that we want price to drop, knowing price is up here now, this is the beginning of the move that happened. I can potentially get myself also prepped with a Fibonacci retracement tool, put it all the way up to here, and look for those retracements. Now, inside these retracement zones will also be those imbalances, those zones that we can look at to see, well, this is also a retracement level. Both levels. You have the 62% and you have the 705, which is an institutional retracement level. Okay, cool. So now I can tell myself, I want price to pull down to at least one of these. First take profit can be this one. Second take profit can be 705 potentially. But of course, you play it safe. Take the first one. We don't got to be McGreedy. And from here, we look for it to pull up. If it breaks through, cool. Then you look at it for it to pull back to. And we see price now starting to make its move to the downside.
Okay, I just got in. The yellow line, what's the price for that?
The top one, let me take this fib off real quick.
The first imbalance,
Yeah, it's a demand at 18,100.
18,100. Okay, I put my TP there.
And look at this right here. So this is one of those moments where we can use a line chart to perfection. So take it off the candlesticks, put it on a line chart, and we see right here. I'm gonna put the line. Oh, I know how to do it with my keyboard. H. Boom. So we got this line. Now I marked it because we have this peak right here pointing to the upside. But the peak here is to the downside. So what this means for us is this is a major key level in the market where a decision will be made from, right where the imbalance is at. So now I'm going to take this imbalance off and rock with this one. Take it off the line chart, put the candles back on. This line is represented very nicely. Price get here, I'm like, cool, I'm out.
Wow, I just I put a 0.6 with trade, and I see that I will make over $100 just by pulling that TP.
Oh yeah, that's a lituation. And I believe that's possible to happen today. That move right there. It's about to be 9:30, so the market's really gonna start giving some moves.
Yeah, I'm already in it.
Oh, okay.
Instead of trading gold, I decided to go with NAS. I haven't traded that pair in a long time.
Oh yeah. Nas is a nice. I'm getting on this SPX a little bit more, but it's definitely a mover and shaker. It looked just like Nas. So same thing. I'm just looking for that. You feel me? Look for the driggity, look for the drop. So, be careful for the rest of the day. Look for these trades to make their moves. Again, UJ, I'm looking for it to go up, gold. Looking for it to drop, Nas drop, SPX drop. And let's have a great weekend. Sunday, weekly analysis. We're gonna do analysis on Sunday, 8 o'clock. Ooh, I almost said Central. That'll mess me up. Eastern. So let's make it happen. Digital. I'm gonna keep updating this Discord. I still got a lot more stuff to put in here. I'm dropping courses inside of there. I did put the book in there. So if y'all have the premium access, just go into the materials section. Book is right there at the bottom. Free download. And let's enjoy our day. Chosen. Hey now.